Hi, I'm Dave, and I know wrestling. Do you want the fakest female pair in recent WWE history? Do you want the fake female pair that made WWE way more money than they probably should have? And do you want the fake female pair that isn't even in WWE anymore? Then allow me to introduce to you my clients for Dave Knows Wrestling's Honest Promos, Nikki Bella. And I guess we'll talk about Brie too, why not? So, my clients for Dave Knows Wrestling's Honest Promos, Stephanie and Brianna Garcia, or the Bellas. Behold, a set of twins that outgrew their usefulness in WWE as soon as they began to procreate. As Brianna slowly started to disappear from WWE TV as soon as Daniel Bryan put a little birdie in her oven. And not long after Stephanie gave birth, WWE and the twins decided not to renew their contracts. In other words, now that you're both damaged goods and are no longer appearing on our reality TV shows and John Cena stopped dating Stephanie, well, WWE really has no reason to keep pretending like they like you. And so, WWE decided to squeeze one last drop of juice out of the melons that is the Garcia sisters, by putting them in the Hall of Fame before putting them out to pasture, as they didn't even bother trotting them out for Raw 30. And now that you've heard all this, in case you were wondering where does the mutual agreement part come in, well, you see, WWE opted to do all this, and the Garcias let them? Well, at least having kids will give them something to do, since now I'm pretty sure the only thing they're qualified for is being in a Doublemint commercial. And they stopped making those decades ago. Although, you know what, I'm pretty sure that requires them to both walk and chew gum at the same time, so... Wait, I know, they could get work as the before and after photos for cosmetic surgery. That and also, you know, pursuing their career in film. Adult film. I'm sure they have plenty of skills outside of the bedroom. I mean, I'm willing to bet that one of them could probably read. Okay, I'm being a tad harsh because they do have some use outside of reality television and servicing the wrestlers, as Nikki was chosen to main event the first women's-led pay-per-view, Evolution. And what a shock, there was never another one. But at least she's not as bad as Ronda Rousey. Although this pay-per-view really is ironic, considering that Stephanie Garcia held back progress for women in WWE long after TNA had been owning it with the Knockouts division. And that's saying something when a promotion's been making strides while still calling their women Knockouts, and the promotion's called TNA. But that's what you get when you sleep your way into power. Whether it was keeping Maria Kanellis from coming back to WWE, telling Maurice to reject WWE's offer to return, or by getting John Cena to postpone Charlotte Flair's push, that way Stephanie could become the longest reigning Divas champion of all time. All this while Stephanie never even wanted to become a wrestler in the first place. Well, good news, because she still isn't. But I will admit that Stephanie is the better of the two sisters, although that's like bragging about being the world's tallest ant. Because I think there's a good chance that Botchamania almost changed her name to Brie Mode. Do you remember when Brianna couldn't stop kicking Liv Morgan in the face, and all those times she flop-dollared her way out of the ring? But on the reverse side of the womb that Stephanie didn't want Brianna to make it out of, at least Brianna was never jilted by John Cena after getting proposed to at WrestleMania. It's because he doesn't love you anymore. Although, now that we're talking about their married life, it is interesting that Brianna married Bryan, considering that they once had a storyline where the twins were trying to take his virginity because they heard that he was a vegan. Look, I know the gag here is that the word vegan sounds like the word virgin. However, when it comes to Daniel Bryan, I'm not necessarily sure that they were wrong. Yes, and on another note about Bryan and Brianna's sex life, which I oddly know too much about, the first time they tried to have sex for real, it was interrupted by Sheamus walking in.
Guess there's more than one thing that Sheamus can ruin for Daniel Bryan in 8 seconds.
In the end, if you want two sisters that have been passed around the WWE more times than a beach ball during a Baron Corbin match, two sisters that thought the glass ceiling was easiest to break from their knees, and two sisters that, through marriage, are related to Road Warrior Animal. Go figure. Then allow me to introduce to you my clients for Dave Knows Wrestling's Honest Promos. WWE's Hilton Sisters, You Can Look But You Can't Wrestle, Double Penetration, Twin Tragic, The Sisterhood of Dropping Their Pants, Stephanie and Brianna Garcia, or The Bellas. I take back what I said in the beginning. Carmella has the fakest pair in recent WWE history. My apologies, Nikki.